This is Bob Anderson, and I want to do a video about what I look at pre-trading in the market to kind of give myself a feel for what I should be looking for, what kind of setups I should be looking for, should I be taking trades in the pre-market or not? Pre-market being, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time to 9:30, whatnot, those kind of things. So, and I've had people ask me, like when you first look at your charts in the morning, what are you looking for? Well, I'm looking for a few things. One is I'm trying to figure out, is this most likely to be an oscillating trading day, or is this most likely to be a trending trading day? Because what kind of trades I'm going to be looking for, and how aggressive I need to be on those trades, are dictated by which one of these type of days it is. Oscillating days, to give you an example, the first thing I look for when I open up my chart, let's say at 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever, the first thing I'm actually looking for is, where is the overnight open? Where is the overnight open on this chart? Because the overnight open, if it's within 20 points from the high, where price is, or within 20 points from the low of where price is, so like a 40-point range, 40 points. If it's somewhere in there, then we're looking at an oscillating day, unless news events happen during the day that change that. Okay? So I call these the days when they're stealing money. These are the days that the money movers, these are the days to make the most amount of money, by the way, in my opinion. Even though price doesn't go anywhere, it may start at 37.50 and end at 37.60. But these are the days that you can make the most money, in my opinion, based off my trading strategy. Because I'm trying to get those 5-point shifts that happen on these oscillating days, that the traders are intentionally moving things around because they have control of what's going on. On trending days, they really don't have control of anything. So this is a different type of mentality on trading. But anyway, so on an oscillating day, again, I'm looking for that 20 points above the overnight open, or 20 points below the overnight open, about a 40-point gap. If we're somewhere in there, then I'm kind of excited. Like today was that day. Today is October 26th. Today was definitely an oscillating day. And it had some good setups. And I'm going to show them to you. And then I'm going to show you my actual trades today. And I'm going to show you my trades yesterday, because yesterday was a trending day. And so the mindset has to be a little bit different there. So on an oscillating day, this is when my continuation trade, where I talk about attempt number 1, attempt number 2, attempt number 3. And attempt number 3 is the one I don't take. That's the rhythm of the market, because once they get to about the third one, they're going to start moving it back towards equilibrium. That's an oscillating day. So I'm looking for crossovers of the red line on the 1-minute chart and or on the 5-minute chart to show that we have reset, and we're going to start continuation trade number 1. We're going to start continuation trade number 2. We're going to start continuation trade number 3. On a trending day, there really is no 1, 2, 3. Because you may find yourself, like yesterday, you may find yourself north of the gold line, and it never, for like 3 hours, never even pulled below the green line, let alone the gold line. So you got to look for different things on trending days if you're going to take some trades. I'm going to show you my trades I took yesterday on that too. So anyways, on your oscillating day, you're looking for your crossovers, your continuation. 1 looking good, 2 okay, 3 don't touch it. As I've discussed on continuation, and I'll show you what a crossover means. And then on the open, The overnight open, look for that. Look for that one to reach. I hit one of those today for 5 points on 5 contracts. 5 points on 5 contracts. I hit one of those today. Beautiful trade. Absolutely beautiful. Never took it. I might have taken a tick of heat from the moment I got in. It did take longer to hit my 5 points than I'm used to. I think it took maybe 3 minutes. Well, I'll show it to you. And then your 5-minute gold line trade. Because this is an oscillating market, okay? Because this is an oscillating market day, let's just say, when you do get to that 5-minute gold line, you probably need to look at it being about a 5-point trade, not a 10-pointer. Because remember, the motivation is to rotate it around. You know, the motivation isn't to bring price to a whole new price level, okay? Unlike a trending day, okay? So you're going to come back to that 5-minute gold line. You're going to get a reaction, but then that reaction is going to run out of steam and it's going to rotate over, most likely, and then bam, you know, you're out. Over here on the trending, if you can get a 5-minute gold line trade on a trending day, that's the day you're probably going to get 10 points. But anyways, so on a trending day, what happens is you don't have these crossovers of the red lines. Most likely, they're usually pretty rare. Instead, it just kind of keeps going up, setting a new high, and then coming back, and then setting a new high and coming back, and then setting a new high and then coming back, and then setting a new high and coming back. It can be very frustrating. So I have a different way of trading those. I look for a deeper pullback with sharp edge pullbacks, and then a continuation. And most likely you're going to have to be more patient on those. You're just trying to get in on an edge, get your stop to even, and you're probably going to have to wait about 4 or 5 minutes, because again, it's just a trending day. It's not an oscillating day where they're stealing money. When these machines are stealing money on oscillating days, those are the great trades to be on. By the way, on my open trade that hit 5 points, it only went I think it only went about 6 points and then completely pivoted back up. Again, why 5 points is important? Because that's where the big money's usually hitting these things. It's 5 points and then going on to something else. So anyways, I'm going to show you the trades that I took today, and then I'm going to show you some trades yesterday, but I'm going to try to go over what this crossover means, and then the continuation 1, 2, 3. Okay. Today I took just 4 trades. I had 2 losses, 2 wins, and I net 3.25 points. Now, by the way, if you're trading just one contract and you net 3.25 points, that's enough money, just like that. And there were some other trades. My phone was ringing. I've actually sold 2 houses in the last 2 days for cash. I'm just so busy. But anyways, there were some great setups later in the day that would have made you far more than 3.25 points. And I'll show you those too. But 3.25 points is enough to pass your eval on one contract, just so you know. I hit these for a little bit heavier than one contract, depending on how comfortable I was with the trade. And I'll actually explain to you why I did X and X, like why I traded this one with more contracts than this one. I'll show you that too, okay? So here we go. Man, it took me 9 minutes to get to this point. I'm sorry, folks. I'm blabbing. But anyways, so again, I open up my charts and here we are. Here's the overnight open, this gold, right? So where's price? Price is just, it's around the open. This is an oscillating day. Unless some kind of news event happens during the day, we're going to end up rotating around this damn thing all damn day. So you got to change your mindset. You got to start looking for your continuation 1, 2s, 3s. You got to start looking for your reach of your overnight open. You got to start looking for your 5-minute, gold line trade. You got to start being a little bit creative, looking for the edges and looking for specific things. And I'm going to show you a couple of those today. Anyways, so on this chart, what I did is I put this purple line here is my 5-minute red line. Okay, because remember, trading shorts when you're on one side of the 5-minute, when you're on the south side of the 5-minute, trading longs when you're on the north side of the 5-minute. Okay, unless you're doing the overnight open trade. So, anyways, so let's look at what I did first thing this morning and what I was looking at. So I got up this morning, turned on my charts, had my coffee, and I kind of got excited on this first trade because we had a crossover. See, this is the 1-minute red line, but we also had the 5-minute red line. We had a crossover of both of them. It only takes the crossover of the 1 minute for it to really be a reset in my mind. Because I'm not going to take a long here, okay? Even though we broke through this pivot and we sat down and we rolled up, I'm not going to take a long here because I'm going into my 5-minute. Now, granted, the trade worked. I got that. But I'm going into the 5-minute red line. You're fighting the big money. Okay, we've talked about that. This thing went up, and then look at the slam. Look at the slam here. Look at the slam. Broke this pivot, slam, broke even this pivot over here, and then set a pivot low right here. So let's, damn it, Bob. Shit. All right, here we go. So let's blow this up and let's look at what I was looking at. So I was looking for a pullback. I had my sell stop right here, entered in. Bam, 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 just sitting there, whatever, kind of thing. But anyway, so what you did, what you've got is you got bing, bing, bing. None of these candles broke the bottom of the previous candle to the left as they rotated up. But I wasn't really comfortable with this trade because what I would have preferred is what I'm going to show you over here, is that straight pullback. So we had a soft pullback. It just kind of hesitated. Never went lower. So okay, we're okay. Hesitated, then came to the gold line. I took a short, bam, and what had happened is the top of this candle right over here was right here. Was right here at 38.39. So once I entered, I dropped this thing. I dropped my stop to the top of that candle because I didn't want to give it any room. I'm looking for 5 points and it rolled up, took me out for a point. Okay. Again, I'm looking for the reaction. If I don't get the reaction, I want to be out of the trade. Remember, I've talked about that. I don't mind taking losses. I had 2 losses today and 2 wins. And one of the wins I really freaking screwed up, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. One of the wins I screwed up because it worked, but I jumped out too early. So then we had this push down. Again, broke the pivot to the left. This would be attempt number 2, by the way. This was attempt 1, didn't really work. So I wasn't too excited about attempt 2 until I saw the sharpness of these candles. That is really sharp. Bam, bam, bam. These are big steps back into the gold line. Big steps, nice sharp edge, big push down, big sharp steps. Not this hesitation shit we saw over here. So I ramped up the contracts, put my sell stop in here at 38.36 as soon as this candle closed, and bam, down it went. And the reality of it is, if I'd have gone for 3 points, I'd have been just fine. So what happened is it kind of got in here and started hesitating, and I got a little nervous, to be perfectly honest with you. And so I kept following the top of the candles with my stop. So I had my stop above these candles, and it came up and dinked me out, and then ultimately rolled over. And ironically, it hit 5 points to the tick. So I probably would not have gotten filled anyways, but I could have at least squeezed out more money. Anyways, so I ended up only netting a point on this trade. So There we go. And then, of course, you know, now you're looking at like attempt 3. I guess this would have been attempt 3. I don't take third attempts. Remember we talked about that? So now we're getting to my next trade, which was this reach to the overnight open. Now it just happened to be that the 5-minute red line was right at the same spot. I mean, it's like, holy crap. This is like Christmas. Look at the reach of this 1-minute candles. And so I put my stop, my sell stop right here, 1 tick below the overnight open after this reaching. And I got in and ding, down it went. It sat there for a second and then ding, 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 ding. And then boom, here I am. I got 5 points. So it actually took 1, 2, 3, 4. It took 5 minutes, which is a long time. Granted, this was pre-market, but the candles never broke to the top side. So I just kept following it with my stop. And then I had my target down here. So it worked to a charm. I just casually followed my stop, 1 tick above the close of the candle, 1 tick above the close of the candle, and then bam, hit my 5 points. And then look what happened. It went down, it went about 6 points, and then flam. I mean, off to the races, rotation to the long side, yada, yada, yada. Now we're getting towards market open and you know, my moving averages are down here, but we're above market open. So I don't like to take those trades. I want to take trades on the same side of the overnight open, the same side where I'm entering on the same side of the overnight open as my moving averages. I've talked about that. So I mean, I'm not looking at anything up here. My moving averages are down here. My 5-minute is rotated below the overnight open, so I'm not looking to try to chase something up here. And then, of course, I don't take trades into the overnight open either. So look at this pull. This was a crossover and a pullback. I'm not taking that long. Are you crazy? That's right into the overnight open. Remember, I don't trade into the overnight open either. This is powerful right here. I don't care how many contracts you're buying, you don't have enough power to make that go through unless you're JP Morgan. So then you get your open, yada, yada, yada. And I got a little antsy here. It's my fault. I jumped the gun on one of these trades. Let me see if I can find it here. Where is it? Oh, I thought I did. Oh, I missed this overnight open trade, but that's okay. Because price now the moving averages for your 5-minute are up here, and so is your 1-minute. They're up here. That was a nice 5-minute. That was a nice long. I was on the phone during this one, so I don't know if this one worked too. I don't know. I actually don't know. But this one definitely worked for 5 points easily. Here's your push down. Here's your buy stop. Bam, 5 points right there. Literally 5 points. So this one did work. Again, I didn't see if this one worked. I wasn't paying attention. I literally was trying to put my buy order in here when this thing shot through because I was like, oh crap, here it is. Anyways, here's where I got antsy. Okay, after 10, we had news. So we had a news event. News pushed everything up. News pulled back. And then it kind of got a little soft. So I thought, okay, well, they're going to rotate this. I did a buy. I had my same buy order system in that I had. It was my mistake. I made a trading mistake right here. I had my same buy order system as I do for my overnight open. Because remember, that's the trade I took over here. Was the overnight open. So I had my same ATM strategy. Instead of my continuation strategy, like an idiot, I had my overnight open strategy. Hit the buy and rotated right back. So I lost 1.75 points. I didn't lose my 5 ticks. I lost 1.75. Anyways, I mean, it is what it is. I didn't change my ATM strategy. I was too busy. I mean, I deal with phone calls and stuff like that all day. So notice I didn't even look at any of these pullbacks because none of them broke a new pivot high. This one failed. It did rotate up, but it didn't break a pivot high to the left. So I don't care that it pulled back. I don't care what it's doing here. Then all of a sudden you break a new pivot high at 10.15. A new pivot high at 10.15. All right. And then you had sharp pullbacks. You had a nice, beautiful consolidation candle here, and then wham. That was it right there. There was your continuation trade right there. And I again on the phone, I missed that one. Beautiful trade right there. That was it. So let's go over it again. Notice you created a new pivot high. You had a pullback lower than this candle. You had another one lower than this candle. And remember, you're only risking 5 ticks on this. So your break on this one would have been 38.58 and a quarter. And I actually saw this happen right in front of me, just like I saw this one happen right in front of me. And wham. In 1 minute, you would have had your 5 points. Literally. Beautiful. Would have had your 5 points. So you had your pivot high. You had your deep, sharp pullback. You had a nice, beautiful consolidation candle right here. This is sweet. This shows you indecision right here. This candle right here shows you indecision, meaning the shorts are running out of energy, and then wham, off they go. These pullbacks never had an entry. Watch this. This is attempt number 2 or 3, depending on how you want to look at it. These never. Here's your pullback, 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 here's your pullback. Even if you enter it here, you're on the wrong side of the gold line. Trade worked, but I didn't even think about taking it. Once this pulled down to here, I had my buy stop right here. I had my buy stop right here. Okay? You see where I'm looking over here? I had my buy stop right there. And then I dragged it down to here, had my buy stop right here. But once this one went down inside this gold line, underneath the 1 minute gold line, I said, nope. Now granted, the trade worked, but I bailed on it. I canceled the trade. So one of the other things that I don't like, I'm going to give you guys a little hint on something. When do I trade a little heavier on a trade? When do I not? Well, the number of candles it takes to pull back to the gold line, you'll find over time, the less number of candles it takes to pull back to your gold line, the more likely it's going to V the other direction. If it meanders its way over there, it can get a little arduous. So anyways, those are my 3 trades or 4 trades. I ended up with plus 3.25 points a contract for the day. And I stopped trading after that because, I mean, we're just not seeing stuff. I mean, there's nothing to see here. I mean, the market's not doing anything that's worth talking about. Is it trending up? Yeah. It's probably going to oscillate over. Let me see. I haven't looked at it the rest of the day. Oh yeah. See, it's oscillating back over now. So now it's going to work its way back towards here. So again, it's an oscillating day. I didn't know that until I opened it up right now. So anyways, that's what's going on there. I'm going to show you what trades I took on the oscillating day yesterday afternoon. If I can find them on my chart here. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm on a trending day. Sorry, my trades I took on a trending day. Yesterday was a big time trending day. Market had a big run up yesterday. Once again, probably because of a lot of lying and stealing and whatever else. Let me see here. let's see here. That was that. I thought I had something else. Maybe not. Huh. Let me look over here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, like, let's look at this. This is a trade I took for 5 points yesterday in the afternoon. In the afternoon. We had a huge push. We had a huge push. Created a new pivot, straight back. Bing, bing, bing. Just what you're looking for. I mean, hard pullback, straight back. Now, again, on trending days, you got to be more patient. So I was sitting here watching this and I said, holy shit, I didn't even take that one. I was on the phone and I jumped in on this one right here, on this pullback. And I put my stop right here. I'm sitting there going, well, look, I'm going to go in at 59.25. I'm going to have my stop at, 58.25, Jesus. 58.25. I'm going to have my stop down here at 57.50. Okay, so I'm looking at 75 ticks. And then this thing ran right up. And why did I do that? Because of this huge green candle and this pullback, straight pullback into the gold line, and the rotation is going to happen. I mean, it's just, you're going to see that rotation. And it was a crossover. See, crossover of the red line in the direction of the trading, which is right here because we're north of the red line. So you had a huge crossover, huge pullback, and then bam. And that's what you're looking for. And then you never had a setup here because you never had a break of the candle, and it rotated back over again. And then it gave up the ghost for the rest of the day. So anyways, I don't know if I'm making any sense to anybody. I don't know. I again, screen time, kind of try to figure out what is the market trying to do. The main thing here on trending is the market makers really have less control on what's going on in a trending environment. So you got to be a little bit more, you got to get rid of the whole thought of 1, 2, 3 if you can. You just got to kind of find the trend, find the edge, find the pullback, whatnot. I don't prefer trading these days, to be honest with you. These are the days that I like, because you can see the edges, you know what they're doing, you know how they're trapping. The bulls are trapping the bears and how the bears are trapping the bulls. I mean, you can see that stuff, and ding, 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 ding. Those pullbacks are there for a reason, cleaning out stops and then running it the other way. I mean, it's all done intentional when you start feeling the rhythm and you recognize what they're trying to do. Anyways, I've made this video too long. I hope everybody's doing well, and I will talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.